Welcome to Thoughts Off the Stem. I'm Justin Barone, and today we are smoking on, let's see here, a little bit of Gorilla Snacks. Excuse me. I still got a little bit of allergies going from the cat. It is a sativa dominant hybrid at 55-45 split. The lineage is Scooby Snacks and Gorilla Glue. It's a THC percentage of 30%. And it does the trick, man. I don't. This one is a real hybrid. It's like a in between the two. It's nice. It's comfortable. Gets you good and high off a little bit. When you start to come down a bit, you get a nice little sleepy time crash. I like it before bed. I don't have it that often, but when I do, I enjoy it before bed because it's a good night's sleep and a nice long crash. So that's what we smoked today. It's delicious. I hope you guys enjoy your bowl at the beginning of the episode. Keep smoking all the way through, baby. So if you guys have been following along on Instagram, you guys know that at the beginning of the week, I had some big news. I don't know if it's that big for you guys, but it's pretty big for me. I switched up the merch shops. I was using teespring.com, and don't get me wrong, they're great, but I found out a few things when I actually ordered the products, and I ended up switching shops to what I think is a better shop. Number one, it's the clothing is a little bit cheaper. Not a little bit cheaper. It's about half the price of what Teespring was. Teespring took about a month to deliver. When I ordered the samples, I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked the samples. They were decent clothing. I just didn't feel like the amount of money that they were asking for US, because I'm in Canada, was a little bit too expensive for the products that I got. So I figured I should probably, check it out, review it, and see what other options were out there. And I did. I found a new shop. It's actually fulfilled in Canada. They have fulfillment hubs. Where is it? Toronto, Montreal, Calgary, Vancouver, BC, and in New York. So all of North America is covered. So instead of having that 25-day waiting period like I did with Teespring, this stuff gets delivered really fast. I ordered, so right after I ordered the samples from Teespring, like I said, I got them and they were okay, but I found that the quality was a little bit, I like soft clothing, and I like comfortable clothing. And the stuff, maybe it was the stuff that I picked, I don't know. But at $40 some odd for a t-shirt, by the time shipping and taxes are figured into it, that better be one good goddamn fucking t-shirt. That thing better be like a fucking hug or give me blowjobs every day. I don't know. Like, that's expensive for a t-shirt. So I like the products. I like what they do, but for what was it? For one t-shirt, it was like $40 some odd. I think it was like $43 by the time everything was said and done. And at that point, I was still only making like $2 a shirt or something like that. It wasn't worth it anyway. But I know that they're growing. They're a growing business, so they're doing well. They're doing very well, I guess, in the U.S. But being that I had to ship my stuff to Canada, it was not cost effective for me. So I started looking for a new store to host all my stuff. And I put up some new designs to try them out. I ordered that stuff. And let me tell you, when I ordered from this new store, okay, I've got awesome flex fit hats on this, which honestly I was surprised. I picked up flex fit hats with TOTS 420 on the side, and they don't break the bank. They're like $35 Canadian. I mean, that's a fucking deal as far as I'm concerned. And I'm a big hat guy. I love hats, t-shirts, and hoodies. That's why I'm selling them. But with this new one, like I said, everything was half the price of what it was. It's all in Canadian dollars, so you know exactly what you're paying. Each t-shirt is only about $20. The hoodies are still up around $40 or $50, but I'm looking into what options and stuff I have. But I think it's a pretty good price in comparison. Because like I said, the Teespring store, when I was buying from them, the t-shirts or the hoodies started at like $60 some odd. And that's like before tax and delivery. So with this new store, it's $50 all in. Yeah, way better deal. And then again, the shipping, this is what I did. I ordered a sample of 3 garments. So I got 2 hats, the trucker hat and the flex fit hat, and a t-shirt, just because I wanted to see what the quality was before I decided to go over. And because all this stuff was so much cheaper, it made it very economical to do. So what I did was I ordered as a what's it called? Oh, jeez, I have brain fart. That bowl's really hitting me now. When I ordered the samples from the new store, I ordered them on a Wednesday night at like midnight, okay? And then the next day when I woke up, I figured what I should do is actually put through a customer order just to see how the whole process works, because it's very different than the Teespring one. There's a couple different layers to this one. So just to make sure I understood it and I knew what I was doing and the pricing and all that was good, what I did was I ordered a customer sample the next day. Both orders, okay, the sample order and the customer order came within 5 days. I was fucking blown away. The quality was good. The shirts are nice and soft. They're Gildan, but they're soft style, so they're really, really comfortable. I was impressed. I was very impressed. I wasn't so sure about the price, but anyway, so that was the big announcement on Monday, was moving over to this new t-shirt store, which I'm supremely happy with, because today, right before I did this podcast, I had actually put all the different shirts in the wash, because you got to check to see what happens when they go in the wash, right? So the shirt that I ordered from Teespring shrunk down to a size too small. Okay? The new shirts stayed at the exact size they were. So they were obviously pre-shrunk. And yeah, like I said, I'm thoroughly impressed with these new guys. I think you guys will really like them. I think you should check out the store. It is no longer teespring.com. You'll have to actually look. I'll put a link in the description of the bio, because I don't remember it off the top of my head. It's going to take me a bit to memorize it. But I'll put a link in the description and check it out, because I'm telling you, this stuff is way more affordable. And like I said, the delivery time is, it's insane. I couldn't believe how fast all this stuff came. I figured it would take at least 2 weeks, because it takes about a week, or it had taken about a week to fulfill it, which means, make the logos, put them on the shirts, on the hats, and all that stuff. Well, like I said, this place, they have their shit together, and I must have lucked out, because they had all this stuff sent to me in 5 days. So I'll put a link in the description. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, in the link tree, the new Tots merch link in that link tree will go to the new site. So yeah, browse around, see what you like, tell me what you think. And if you have any requests, I could pretty much put together any kind of style. So if you think of something you like, let me know. But another big part of this whole awesomeness, because of the cost of the shirts and because of moving over to the new store, is that now I can start doing what I've been wanting to do for a while, which is giveaways on Instagram. And I'm fucking excited for that, because what I've been thinking about doing with the whole "It's Bowl Time, Baby" videos is start a hashtag, which I've started. I've tried to get on board with this whole "It's Bowl Time, Baby" hashtag. But now what I figure is, in one of the months to come, maybe March or April, because we're in February now. So maybe in March or April, what I'll do is I'll do a t-shirt giveaway for the best "It's Bowl Time, Baby" videos. And then what you'd have to do is you'll have to @ me, and you'll have to tag me, and then use the hashtag, and I'll go through the month of videos, and the best video wins, and I'll send you out a brand new Tots 420 t-shirt. I think that'd be pretty awesome. What do you guys think? That'd be a pretty good deal, right? And then I could do other stuff too on Twitter or whatever. Anyway, I got some ideas with the merch. I just wanted to let you know that was the whole big announcement that I had started talking about on Instagram and stuff. If you missed the video, or if you've been following along and you missed, whatever. Anyway, point is, new merch store, new merch. Some of the old designs I'm working on moving them over into the new store. Better prices and way faster delivery. And again, it's fulfilled in Canada. So to any of my Canadian brothers and sisters out there, you can get it. You can definitely, you can support Canadian fulfillment companies, and, me, Thoughts Off the Stem, the Canadian podcast. A Canadian podcast. Anyway, that's my pitch. I just wanted to let you guys know about it. I thought you guys would like it. I was all excited about it. Plus, merch is fucking cool and fun. But the lesson in this whole thing for anybody that's like trying to do something like this, whether it's with a podcast, a blog, YouTube, or whatever. If you're thinking of putting out merch, make sure that what you do first is you order yourself a couple samples from maybe like 2-3 different companies, depending on the price. Don't go crazy, and find yourself the best options. The guys that have, obviously the best product. You want something nice, comfortable, soft, whatever, or whatever your deal is. And then, you want a good price and good delivery, obviously. So I'm glad that I found this new company. I'm glad that I'm going to be working with them, and I'm glad that I can, get stuff out there a lot faster and obviously cut the price in half, because who doesn't like better prices, and getting their shit fast. So if you're thinking about doing anything, if you listen to this and for whatever purpose you're thinking about doing up some merch, just like I said, do your research. Make sure you actually pick up some of the samples, because you never know what you're getting until you actually get the stuff, and then you know if you like it or not. You don't want to be selling something that you're not going to back. Maybe you do, and if you do, you're a fucking asshole. But definitely, I think that if you're going to sell merch, you better know what the fuck you're selling. You better try it, and you better like it, because otherwise you're just a fucking sellout. So I'm moving over from Teespring to this new company, and I think you guys will like it. It's the ordering process is super fucking simple. There's no surprises. The prices that are on there are the prices. The only thing that you end up paying, taxes are all figured in. The only thing that you end up paying is shipping. So for example, when I ordered the customer order of the t-shirt's $20. Okay. So I paid, I think it was a total of $28 after shipping. So you're still getting a t-shirt under $30. And Teespring, what they would do is they would charge $11 for shipping on the first garment, and then $5 every extra garment after that. So if you got 3 t-shirts, you were paying for shipping 3 times. You're paying full amount of shipping of $11 on the first item, and then on the next 2 items, you're paying $5 each to ship them. So like you're adding $15 to your order. In this new store, you got $8. You could add fucking 10 items in there. You're only paying the $8 for shipping, as far as I understand or can see. So if I'm wrong on that, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Because I ordered, when I got the sample order, it was 2 hats and a t-shirt, and I only paid the 1 round of shipping. And they fucking FedExed it for me, and it didn't cost me any more. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. Anyway, check it out. Okay, that's my advertisement for the episode. That was like a fucking 15-minute advertisement. But I hope there was also something in there that, was entertaining. I know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just talking, man. I'm glad you came by today to listen. We're on episode, what is this? 27. Holy shit. We're moving along pretty nicely. I wonder if, I'll run out of ideas, or if you guys will just stop fucking listening. I probably shouldn't say that. But it is a bit of a worry at this point. Because, I don't know. I don't plan this. I just get excited, sit down, and start talking. And I smoke a bowl, too, so that always helps a little bit. But, I'm taking a couple days off dabs, because it's time to give my tolerance a little bit of a rest. I don't totally stop. When I take a tolerance break, I don't really take a break. Do you take a break? Do you take a month break, or a couple weeks or whatever? Because what I generally do is I'll take 3 days off if I'm taking a tolerance break, and that does the trick. After 3 days, I'm back to you smoke a whole joint to yourself and you get the spinnies, that kind of thing. But I'm not the kind of guy that takes a month off. I have in the past and stuff, and it's fun to do. It gives you it's a challenge to do sometimes. Not because you have to have weed, but it's just sort of different because obviously if it's like alcohol or anything else. If you take a break from drinking, and that's the point of the day where you're either you relax with it or whatever, you have to fill that, right? It's the same as if you quit smoking or some other kind of habit. You have to fill it with something that otherwise, like, time just stops. That's what I noticed. If I stop smoking weed, it's like days take forever because I'm not sidetracked, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so I have in the past taken like a month or two off here and there for tolerance breaks, and just to do it, because like realistically you should. Moderation is key, right? So but what I do now is I just smoke less. Like I'll take the 3 days off. 3 days gets me back into like a good buzz. I work out pretty regularly too. I haven't lately, but normally I work out pretty regularly. So like, you know, I'm somewhat healthy, I guess you could say, just on a regular basis. So that kind of helps too. But yeah, 3 days I find is pretty good. But then again, if I go away places, I don't necessarily go looking for weed either. Like if I find it, if somebody has it and I smoke, sure, great. But I don't take it with me all the time. Although now that it's legal in a lot of places, it seems like it's not such a bad idea to have that option and bring it with you, especially if you're, you know, flying or going somewhere domestic. I mean, if I go to a cottage, I take weed with me. I'm saying, like, if I go to a resort or some shit, then I don't take weed. If I find it, great. If I don't, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Because I remember when I was really, like, when I was younger and I had to have weed. I don't know if it was an addiction as much as it was like an obsession. Like I had to have it, didn't want to not have it, that kind of thing. Like that, it borderline addiction for sure. Because, yeah, there was some spaz out moments back in my younger years of smoking weed when I was out of weed and couldn't do anything about it. And then, yeah, freak out a little bit. But, so yeah, definitely borderline addiction thing, but it was definitely an obsession. And I can remember, you know, taking a tolerance break and making it like 24 hours and then fiending out like crazy, calling people, can I get some weed? I need a little weed, just a joint, just blah, blah. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So I eventually ended up, you know, forcing myself to take, I think it was like 3 months off at the time, because I figured after 3 months, if I could force myself through 3 months, then I can probably break this fucking habit of obsession over weed. Because realistically, it shouldn't be that much of an obsession. But at the same time, too, you gotta remember, if you haven't listened to all the episodes, go back and listen to them. But at the same time, too, I was doing poppers. And poppers is like the fucking crack of weed. I've already explained it in an episode. Listen to it. It's fucked up. Don't ever do a popper, okay? But I was doing poppers. So you get really into doing poppers. Like, you get addicted to the popper. But that's because, I think, there's tobacco in it. And the quick shot of tobacco, it's unfiltered, so it's like a shot. Like, you get accustomed to it. Your body gets used to it, right? And it wants it and it needs it. So without that, you get real angry. And it's almost like steroids, like roid rage, because you go from like fine and happy to like pissed right the fuck off. It was really weird. It wasn't your standard weed situation. So when I was really antsy and obsessed about having it, it was because I was smoking poppers and I wanted to be doing poppers, and I got addicted to the poppers themselves. And then, yeah, when I took that 3-month break, that broke that cycle, and I was able to just sort of like take a couple days here and there and whatever, you know. Same deal. If I go to my parents who only live like 45 minutes away, I don't take weed with me. You know, if I have a vape pen, I might bring that, but like I don't really use it. I don't need to, you know, I don't need to smoke to enjoy the time with people. I like to smoke. I like to get high, but I like to get high at the times that it's appropriate to get high, you know, and then sometimes when it's not. Like when we go to cottages, I get high all the fucking time. I don't care who's around. I bring my vape pen and I go for walks and I smoke it all day long and I'm zoom zooms. Well, the rest of my family is like, hey, are you high? And I'm like, yeah, I'm really high right now. And I'm enjoying every second of it. And the best part being, now that it's legal in Canada, they could give you all the looks they want, but it's no different than having a beer. So go fuck yourselves, family. I don't actually mean that. Oh, but yeah, I do see the point of tolerance breaks. I just don't do the month and a bit at a time, that kind of thing. I do little spurts here and there. What I wonder what helps you guys. Like, what I know everything is different for everybody, right? Like, obviously, you know, the weed affects us all very differently. You know, your high is not like I didn't realize until I was in my 20s that like everybody didn't think the same way. and I don't mean like had the same exact thoughts and stuff, but like thought along the same lines of logic. I didn't realize that like there were levels to that shit because I never really paid attention to it. And then I started paying attention to it and I was like, holy shit, people don't think the same way. So it's the same with like, you know, weed and whatever. Nobody reacts the same way with everything, even to what they see, man. Everybody sees things slightly differently, I think. I could be wrong. I could be talking shit. I don't know. But, but yeah, so I've been doing less dabs now just to take a tolerance break because I was finding, I think I mentioned this on the last episode, that even if I did like 2 dabs a day, one in the morning, one in the evening or whatever, I was finding that my tolerance was just going up. Like it was just constantly going up. So I figured over the next few days what I'll do is I'll just go back to smoking bowls for a bit and see if that brings the tolerance back down. I will say this, though. In the last episode, I talked about trying shatter for the first time, and I was saying I didn't really like it. And I don't. I still prefer the live resin, but fuck, that stuff gets you high. So maybe that was maybe that was the most recent tolerance situation, because I was smoking shatter and doing bowls at the same time. Well, in between. And the comparison to the high from the shatter was just, it was embarrassing for the flower, how bad the flower was after that. And it wasn't even bad. It just didn't get me as high as the shatter. You know what I'm saying? So, there was definitely a winner in the fucking get you high spectrum of the race of thoughts off the stem smokables. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm back on smoking bowls for a bit, and I'm going to take a week or 2 off some shatter. Because I also noticed that at my dispensary, there's they have SLK terp slush resin, live resin. And that stuff looks awesome, but it's a little more expensive. So I'm trying to decide whether or not I really want to get it, because I really want to try it. They also have the regular terp slush. I guess there's a difference. Oh, no, sorry, there wasn't. One is the first one I mentioned was indica. The second one is a sativa at the store. So I want to try the indica one. But yeah, I figure what I want to do first is get my tolerance for that a little bit back to baseline before I start doing those, because I want to see what the real difference is between a sativa and an indica in terms of dabs. Because if the sativa, based on how high you get and for how long you're high off the sativa, the indica should be awesome. I'm also going to need like a day to myself to do that, apparently. So I'm pretty excited for that, but I wanted to take a little break before I did that. Just to, I hadn't done a dab till I did the sativa one, so I figured this time, I should do the same with the indica. Give the indica the same respect that I give the sativa, right? Right. So that's what I'm doing this time. And I'm wearing the new shirts, wearing the new hats. Keep your eye out, check them out, because I will be wearing them in the bowl time videos and stuff now, so you guys can have a look at how nice they are, because I think they're freaking pretty. I don't know, I'm in a mood today, man. Anyway, so that was my big announcement. Take a little bit of a tolerance break every now and then, and don't do dabs every day. And stay away from fucking poppers. For the, I don't know how many umpteenth time I've said this to people, but do not do poppers. They will ruin your life. I don't know if they'll ruin your life, but they'll definitely make tolerance breaks considerably harder to deal with. So just stay away from poppers. They're fucking disgusting. That's from speaking from experience. Well, I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you guys had a great time listening to this episode. And I guess that's my thoughts off the stem for this week. I know I keep using that every once in a while. It depends on the high, I think. It's the weed that brings that one out of me. But that's my thoughts off the stem for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you tune in next week at 4:20. Bring your bowls, do your dabs, smoke your J's, and join the sesh, man. I'm telling you, let everybody you know about Thoughts Off the Stem so we can grow this thing. The more that we grow, the more I can give back. And like I said earlier in the episode, I want to start doing giveaways and giving out some t-shirts and stuff. And the only way to do that is make sure that this whole thing keeps growing and growing so that we have have a large audience to work with. And plus, how awesome would it be if we could put together a massive smoke sesh where everybody that listens to this and more listen all at once. So let's say we have like 150 fucking people smoking out all at the same time. Maybe we try and do that for the 420 episode this year. I think we could pull that off. I can maybe even figure out how to do that live because I'm not sure. But this gives me plenty of time to do that. I'm telling you, there's lots of shit in the works. I got a lot of stuff on my mind, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to do with this because I feel like, it's worth putting the effort into. So thanks for coming back. Thanks for listening to me, Justin Barone. Thanks for listening to Thoughts Off the Stem. And again, I appreciate you guys, and I'm really happy that, somebody's listening, that you guys are listening, that everybody's listening, that blah, 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 something like that. Anyway, I hope you come back next week at 420. Check out the new merch store. I'll put a link in the description. And, until next time, keep your lids low, baby, and have a great week.